Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's maydaysan, and you are here to relearn your Japanese because you forgot it and you need to learn it again to get that job at the end too, or something like that. And this mic is really heavy and I can't hold it up. All right, here we go. We're gonna be talking about expressing amounts today. Not so much numbers, but more of like how to say like only and too much. So super easy. We're gonna go over it really quickly today. So we have 5 words here. We have dake, which means only, nomi, which is only but in written form, shika, which is only but contrary to belief, more of like a negative connotation. And then we have bakari, which is not only negative, it's kind of like a negative kind of thing because it's like the only thing here, so it's like a negative connotation to it. And then we have sugiru, which means too much. So the first one is dake and shika. So we're gonna put these both at the same time. So dake means that's all there is, and shika means there is only this. So that's all there is versus there is only this. So there's a small little nuance here about what it might mean. So you can just apply it to any word you want. So like mikan dake, there are only mikans. You could also say mikan shikanai, which means sorry, there's nothing but mikan. I was expecting more variety, but hey. So that whole kind of extra bit there kind of emphasizes what shika kind of means. And another hint is that you have to use the negative form of a word using nai or a verb using the nai form on that, which kind of gives you a hint that this is kind of a negative kind of connotation because it's like, you're saying, there's nothing, there's only this. So it's kind of like a sad kind of thing. It really just does imply that there is nothing else other than this. So that's kind of the difference. So, kore shika aru is boo-boo. You don't say that. You say kore shika nai. You have to use the negative form, all right? That's super easy. So here's some examples. 今日は忙しくて朝ごはんしか食べれなかった. Okay? Today was so busy that I couldn't eat anything but breakfast. See the difference? So we have 今日は忙しくて朝ごはんだけ食べれました. Today I was so busy, so I only ate breakfast. So you see that one is kind of like a choice, and then the other one is kind of like, because of said circumstances, I could only eat this. So see how there's like, it's not so much as negative, it's kind of like just like this, what do you call it? It's out of your circle of influence. So you can't influence what is happening. That's why you would use shika, but by choice, I'm saying dake because it's my choice. So for example, ringo kawanai, you're not going to buy an apple? Yeah. Mikan dake de ii desu. I'm fine with this mikan, not this apple, this mikan. So bakari, so there's so much of something to the point where there's nothing else. So you're only doing this. So game suru bakari. Game shite bakari. Okay, you're only playing video games, nothing else. You're not doing soji, you're not doing anything else. So for example, you have nandayo, kodomo bakkari yan. What the heck? There's nothing but kids here. I was expecting adults. That's kind of like the nuance there, right? Yada, otoko bakkari kimoi. Ew, there's only dudes here. Gross, right? Saikin shigoto bakka da yo. Recently, it's nothing but work for me. So I've just been working all day. So this is kind of a short form of bakkari, just bakka. Okay, not baka. Baka is a completely different word. Next is too much. So this one is pretty easy. It comes from the word sugiru. So the actual verb. So this means to exceed. Okay. Sugiru, which means to exceed. So when you eat too much, you tabe sugiru. Super easy how to do it. You just add it to the stem form. There's a couple rules here. You have taberu turns to tabe sugiru. For the na adjectives, you have shizuka sugiru, oki na, oki sugiru. You also have e adjectives that just remove the final e and add sugiru. So kawaii sugiru, right? For negatives, you replace the nai. You replace the e with nai, of course, because you changed it to a negative. Then you add sa to the end of na. So you be, and then you add sugiru. So you go omoshiro sugiru, omoshiroku nai, omoshiroku na sugiru. Okay, see how that pattern works. You should know this is relearn Japanese, guys. You could also drop the ru and it becomes casual. So you can say, ne, nani kore kawaii sugi, right? So it's just something super cute. So we have mo and hodo. So mo means like, it's the inclusive particle. So me too, right? So we're going to include something. So we are going to include an excessive amount of something. So, have you seen this movie? この映画見たことある?何回も見たよ. I've seen it countless times. I've seen it so many times. You could also say like, oh, 3回も言ったよ. I've said it 3 times to the point where you didn't listen for the first 2 times, so I got to say it again for the 3rd time. That's basically what mo is like. It's kind of like a short version of saying, もう3回も見たよ. Right? It's kind of like the same kind of like, I've seen this so many fucking times, bro. So that's kind of where that nuance comes from. Hodo, to express the extent of something, comes from the kanji hodo, which actually comes from the word naruhodo. So when something becomes to the extent of becoming, it means I understand. So it's kind of weird. 今日の天気はハワイほど暑くないけど Today is not as hot to the extent of Hawaii, but it's pretty hot. なる時間がないほど忙しい. I'm so busy to the extent that there's no time to sleep. You see that? So remember this one? Remember this thing that you learned in probably like JP 2000? It's like, 日本語を勉強すればするほど上手くなるよ. The more you study Japanese, the better you'll become. So it comes from this idea that about Japanese, 日本語は, right? If you study, to the extent that you study, you become better. It's this weird way to say this same thing. So just know that this is kind of a set phrase. You use the ba, the naraba conditional form, and then you change and you just add hodo to it. So 勉強すればするほど上手くなるよ. This is also written in hiragana most of the time, but this is just to help you kind of separate it because it can get a little weird to read. You can also use like the past conditional. So remember 食べたら or 終わったら. So 納豆を食べたら食べるほど美味しくなるかも. Right? The more you eat natto, the more delicious it will become, I think. We all know the story about natto. I don't think anyone actually likes natto with a straight face. So here we go. The last one here is expressing an amount of something. So you're adding sa to the end of an adjective, turns it into a noun. Okay, super easy. So we have okisa, right? We didn't write it here, but okisa, so the bigness of something or the size of something. We have hai, takai, height, takasa. 強い strong, 強さ strength. 暑い hot, 暑さ heat. Okay, super easy, barely an inconvenience. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of the community. We're still going strong with this. I've been on my gaming channel really grinding on there, so I haven't really doing anything on this channel. So just trying to keep up with the motions, keep you guys, you know, going. And I'm trying to balance it all. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you want to support your creator, your favorite creator, your boy, patreon.com/maydaysan for quizzes as well as kanji buff. And I'm supposed to be doing Japanglish articles, but I'm not sure if I'm going to continue those anymore. I'm not too sure. Just haven't been motivated. But anyway, guys, thank you much for watching. We'll see you next time.